Yo, 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 yo. What's happening, people? What you saying, everyone? It's Friday night. It's the weekend. Everyone's probably on the piss, aren't they? Let's be real. Hit up the likes, people on the way in. Let's run it up. Let's get a few more people in here and we can get cracking. We need to talk about Monaco. We need to talk about the game the other night. I've had a bit of a rant on Twitter and we was on the panel show, but I've not been on here to talk about the game from Wednesday yet. We've also got to talk about the fixture this weekend against Brentford. There's lots to talk about, man. Only three. And see, this is what I mean, Jackson. I need you American boys on because I guarantee you what half of the UK are on the lash now. I've lost half the fan base, man. I should be out, really, shouldn't I? I mean, I'm only 31. I'm not that washed yet. I'm probably going to go out tomorrow, I think. I'm going to try anyway. Robert, big up, bro. New Savio contract. Interesting. We'll probably come on to it. Big up, David. Big up, Jerry. Thanks for coming on, bro. West Coast. Never. That's like California and all that. Vegas. Where are you coming from, Robert, mate? Big up, thanks for joining us. It's weird that I still find it mad that everyone's on different time scales. Whereabouts is everyone tuning in from? Right, let's go. Let's talk about it. Monaco, Wednesday night. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Big up Jackson, bro. I don't really know much about it, to be honest, mate. I know Pittsburgh Penguins. That's about it. That's all I could say from there. Phoenix. If you're in Arizona, hit me up. I'm part of the MCF. Oh, bro, I'd love to do that. I've said on here many a times my dream trip is to do an American road trip. So, yeah. I'm going to have to hit you all up, man, when I finally get across there. We'll do a big road trip and try and meet up with all the man them over in the USA. Oh, yeah, the Steelers. Yeah, I forgot about the Steelers. Phoenix, I know the Suns. I'm big into the basketball, so I know the Suns. Devin Booker and them, man. Kevin Durant sold out. The usual. Do you still... Bro, I never said Haaland needs to get out. See, people twist my words, man. Do you know what this is? This is a massive deflection from Joe Butters, yeah? Who's been blatantly proved wrong on Jeremy Doku, right? And his deflection tactic now is to put this Haaland narrative on me, yeah? When I never told Haaland to get out. What I said was, Haaland needs to improve because I hold him to a high standard. He's now part of the captain's group. He's on a 10-year contract. Yeah? Improve. Step up, I said. And what has he done? He listened and he stepped up. So, if anything, you should be thanking me. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas other people on the Doku train were saying, get out of my club. I never said that about Haaland, ever. And there's plenty of people in here that can back that up. I asked for more, definitely. Yeah? Never said get out. I swear down is that, mate. On my life. Right. Let's get cracking. Monaco. I'm moving quite happy tonight. But I wasn't the other night. I'll be real. I didn't get all the hype, me, about us playing like well. I keep using the word decent, all right? I think we played decent. All right, but when people are telling me that, oh, we played great, we played well, we were unlucky. I hate that fucking statement, we were unlucky, because we shouldn't need to be relying on luck to beat Monaco, who were missing 8 of the first team players. If you need to rely on luck to beat Monaco, a pot 4 Champions League team, yeah, you might as well wave goodbye to top 8. Okay? It shouldn't happen. Yes, a decision went against us in the last few minutes, but the game should have been put to bed before that. We were too lackadaisical. We were too lackluster. We were too happy to sit on a 2-1 lead again. We've become a bit obsessed with this since the Arsenal game, like trying to sit on one goal leads. How can you think like that after last season, man? We couldn't even survive with a 2-goal lead last year. So what makes us think now we can consistently defend a 1-0 lead? I find it crazy, man. Especially with that back four who haven't kept a clean sheet since Cousinov has been out of the team. They're very susceptible to allowing people in behind. They're very susceptible to an odd bozo. So I think you really need to be blowing people away rather than try and set a 1-0 leads, a 1-goal leads, especially against the likes of Monaco, man. Come on. We shouldn't be worried and trying to shithouse through a game against Monaco, especially when they're missing most of the starting 11. It's not good enough. It is not good enough, and I'm not standing for it. Yeah? I'm not. It's not good enough. 2-2's not good enough. There's not enough people getting involved in the game to try and kill it. Erling Haaland, yeah, amazing at the moment. Absolutely on fire. His form is incredible. He's putting all of his chances away. Scored with his first touch on Wednesday. But who else is chipping in right now? Who else is getting us that third and that fourth goal, that fifth goal? No one. We can't rely on Haaland to score a hat-trick a game just to be able to get 3 on the board. People need to start chipping in. Foden needs to start chipping in. Doku. Reinders. Yeah? People need to start chipping in with goals. Or we're just going to find ourselves in this position most weeks where we're trying to cling on to a 1-goal lead. Oh, Nizat, mate, you're having me on now. I'm going to put it up, yeah, just so that I know people just so people know that you're trying to bait me. Yeah, this is bait. I think I was banned in 2020 anyway, so I know it's cap. But yeah, anyway, back to the Monaco game. And I will come on to the decision about the penalty. Yeah? Because I'm 50-50 with it. I don't get why people are so angry because I think it can go either way. And I was actually really critical of Nico Gonzalez after the game. And I know people have got on my back for it. And I know people don't agree with me. But I don't care, right? I think it is brain dead for him to be challenging with his foot at head height in the box in the last 5 minutes of a Champions League game when we're 1 goal up. I think it's absolutely crazy. And people are saying like, oh, Dyer's got a free header and he's practically scoring. That's bullshit as well. Because he's as far out as past the penalty spot. And he's got Guardiola on his back. I'd much rather give away that chance than a penalty. So God knows why Nico Gonzalez is hanging his head up and karate kicking in the box, blind, not knowing what's coming from behind him in the last 5 minutes. You're asking for trouble. You're walking a fine line. We all know what these European referees are like. They're all dying to get the cards out of the pockets. They're all dying to give big penalties away because they're all absolute spotlights, mate, and they all want all the attention themselves. It's absolutely full of it, the Champions League, these kind of referees. The egos on them are crazy. But yeah, I've got to be critical of Nico Gonzalez because we've just got to use our smarts a little bit more there, in my opinion. I get that people aren't happy with the decision because he does nick the ball, but I just think the decision-making to put himself in that position. Lewis, I agree, mate. I agree. I do agree with this as well. Because you see these free kicks all the time, don't you, where players buy them. I've seen it get criticised a lot more recently on Twitter as well, that people tend to do that thing where they're dribbling with the ball and will just like stop in front of the defender and then just go over like a sack of spuds on purpose. But you've got to be smart to it as well, knowing that that's what they're going to do. But yeah, it was never a free kick, so it is frustrating. And I do feel like a lot of these things go against us consistently. But again, we shouldn't be relying on luck to beat Monaco. We shouldn't. The game should be dead and buried. We should have been clear. So we've only got ourselves to blame. And anyone who said that's a good performance, being 2-1 up against Monaco, I think you're lying to yourself, honestly. I genuinely think you're lying to yourself. Because if we played like that, like we did on Wednesday against any Pot 1 or 2 team, I'm telling you now, we probably get cooked, man. Because conceding 2 goals against them is not it one bit. Not one bit, man. So, yeah, disappointed in the result. And it's the lateness of it again. I cannot cope with the lateness of it. The capitulation, the lack of concentration, the lack of minerals in the final stages of games continues to let us down. And you can't just say, oh, no, it's not all. It was the whole of last season, and it's been 3 games this season as well, which is a good portion. It's like a third of the games. Yeah? So Brighton was after the 85th minute. Arsenal was after the 85th minute. Monaco was after the 85th minute. There you go. That's 3 games already this season where we've thrown points away. Yeah? We're 2 points down against Monaco, 2 points down against Arsenal, 3 points down against Brighton. That's 7 points we've given away already this year, conceding late goals. And anyone trying to tell me that's bad luck, come off it, please. That's not bad luck. It's happening too many times for it to be bad luck. It's been happening for 12 months. Go and bury the game. And then even if we do concede a late goal, it won't matter because we'll already be 3-1 up, 4-1 up, 4-0 up. Do you know what I mean? Play to our strengths. We know our back four isn't our strongest point at the moment. So you've got to full send the forward line like we used to do. Remember when we used to go and batter teams like 6-2, 5-3? Like, we used to just back ourselves to outscore any team, man. We need to get back to that a little bit whilst our defence is relatively shaky at the moment. So, yeah, very disappointed in the Monaco game. I can't lie. Very disappointed in the result and disappointed in the performance as well. But we move. We're probably in a position still nowadays in the Champions League where you get 8 fixtures that we probably will still qualify quite comfortably. Top 8's a doubt for me at the moment because we've got 2 harder fixtures in the next 2 games. I think Monaco should have been the one that was a banker, and we've kind of fucked that up now. So now we've got to go to Villarreal and play Dortmund as well, who are in decent form in the Champions League. So it's going to be tough, man. I think these next 2 games in the competition are going to tell a lot about where we stand right now in comparison to the rest of Europe. I cannot see us currently getting top 8. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like we're not capable of winning the competition later on when everyone's got more minutes under the boots. We've got a fully fit team. But right now, if we can't beat Monaco, it's not looking good, bruv, in my opinion. But yeah, there was some positives in the game. Obviously, Erling Haaland, absolutely smoking at the moment. A lot of the time last year, he'd have these chances and kind of fluff them up a little bit in the second half of last season. But he's just ruthless at the moment. That header, yeah, I know he's been criticised for his heading ability whilst he's been at Man City because it probably hasn't been as good as it should be for his size and his stature and his athleticism. He gets under the ball quite a lot sometimes. Sometimes he gets too high over it. Doesn't always time his jump the best. But that header on Wednesday, not many strikers in world football. Actually, probably no strikers in world football score that apart from Haaland. The way that the ball was kind of floated up into the air with no power on it whatsoever from O'Reilly. And the neck muscles and the torque that he's got to get on that to generate the power and the placement into the bottom corner. It's unbelievable stuff, man. And when he's firing, he's unstoppable. He's a confidence player, Haaland. So once he gets a good start, it's hard to stop him. So we just need to make sure that we keep him fit now. We keep feeding him the chances that he's getting. And I have no doubt in my mind that we could be seeing another 50-goal season this year. 40, 50 goals easily. Because everything's falling for him at the moment, and he's playing with confidence, and he's finishing. He's ruthless at the moment, which it wasn't always last year. He missed quite a few big chances that you expect him to score last year. So, yeah, it's good to see him back. I thought Nico O'Reilly was good as well. He was probably the best of a bad bunch out of the rest of them. Strong, physical, quick, carried the ball forward nicely, solid defensively again. But the rest I thought were pretty average, to be honest. Thought Diaz and Guardiola, very poor. Seemed to get bullied a little bit by their forwards. I think Guardiola, that was probably one of the worst performances I've seen him have in a City shirt. The pace and the power of their striker gave him a lot of problems. Hopefully it's just a blip. It's very rare that Josko has a bad game, so we'll allow this one. Foden did all right, some nice half turns and stuff like that, but things weren't quite coming off for him in the final third. So I do expect a little bit more from Phil. A lot of talk about Reinders at the moment. Does he need a break? Does he need to come out the team? It's hard to say because there's not many people banging on the door to overthrow him at the moment. And we're all talking about how we want to be a little bit more attacking. So do you really want Reinders coming out the team, the guy who's crashing into the box, making that extra run? Do you want to sacrifice him for a Bernardo or a Kovacic or a Nico G? I personally don't. But I do agree that he does need to step up his game a little bit. He's not been the player we expected the last 5-6 games. I thought after that Wolves game we had a world beater on our hands. But it's not quite worked out for him, has it, the last few weeks? So I think it will come with time. But I think if you want him to get there, you've got to stick with him. I think the more minutes he gets, the more time that he gets getting used to the pace of our build-up, the pace of the Premier League as well. I think the better he will get. And I think you've just got to be patient with him and hope that it won't take too long. But yeah, I thought Reinders was relatively average again. Nico G had a decent game until my criticisms of his decision making in the last few minutes. But aside from that, I don't think he was that bad. But yeah, disappointed. We'll probably leave it there. I hate dwelling on it too much because it just frigging depresses me, man. Just because it's late again. Do you know what? I could hold the L so much better if we just started conceding in like the 75th minute. If we're going to draw or lose City, can we just start doing that instead and concede fucking early? Because I just can't be arsed with this late frigging equalisers and winners anymore. It's boring. It's frustrating. It just does my head in, man. Swear down. Right. Champions League done. We come on to the Premier League this weekend. We're coming down to the Brentford game, which is on Sunday this week. Must win for City. We can't lose this game. We can't lose this game. Let's have a look at a few of the comments before we move on. Yeah, I agree, mate. I thought he did have a decent game. But like Nunes, innit? Like Mateus Nunes, a lot of the time will have a very decent game, but then can just do something. Do you know what I mean? To fuck it up. Small mistake, goal, done. And it's just frustrating. That's what we need to cut out. Icy, man. We did all right. I agree. We played decent. We don't have that killer mentality because we've only got that one player currently who's got it, and it's Haaland. That's why I said we need other people to start chipping in. Can't just rely on this guy to score all the goals every game. We need your Fodens, your Dokus, your Savios when he's on, Bob, Reinders, even Rodri, man. Back when Rodri was fully fit, he was chipping in goals left, right, and centre. You could always bank on Rodri for like a 10-goal season. So We just need people chipping in from all over the park. Can't just keep relying on this guy, man. Finding his feet round as he's going to be a J monster. I agree, Luke. I think that's probably my main positive about him so far is his movement off the ball going forward. He likes to run on beyond Haaland. He likes to crash into the box. He likes to pick up those areas just inside like Doku where he'll try and ping a shot away. So he's getting into the areas where he can score and he can assist. It's just not quite coming off for him right now. But all the signs are there, aren't they? So I agree with you. He is getting into the positions. We just need it to click. But it will come. Yeah, I want to know this Savio news. The contract signed. It's wild, to be honest. It is a little bit wild. I can't lie, because it feels like all the players that are getting contracts, like since the summer and now, are all the players that haven't really earned it. Like, you think of the players that have got new contracts in the last 3-4 months. Bar Nico O'Reilly. You've got Rico Lewis, Ruben Diaz, Savio. Have they earned a pay rise and 6-year, 5-year contracts? I personally don't think so. I'd have made them all play for it again this year and earn it. I don't think anyone really should have got a new contract after that shit show last season. You shouldn't be rewarded for winning it now and going on a 14-game, winning one game in 14 over like the winter period. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest, because it just means players can take the piss then. If they think that they can get rewarded for bad performances, just get ready for more bad performances. So I think we should have waited for this one. I'd have waited till at least January. Maybe it's a plan to get him out the door for a higher fee. But I mean, Spurs were offering 70 in the summer. So you've got to ask the question, really, haven't you? I still feel like Savio's got a high ceiling. I just question whether he's going to get the game time to be able to deliver and to be able to get back on the City fans' good side. Like, I know he's got a goal against Huddersfield, started that game. But if you're down the pecking order and behind the likes of Bernardo Silva to play right wing for Man City in 2025, yeah, I think you've got a major issue on your hands. I think you've got to start asking big questions about yourself. If Bernardo Silva's starting over you at right wing in 2025, come on, bro. Does that deserve a new contract? Does it? I don't think so. Definitely not. And I would have personally made Rico and Ruben wait as well, but that's already done now, innit? So, right. Let's talk about Brentford. We've done a load about the Champions League so far. 25 minutes in. Premier League this weekend. So, Sunday night. Is it 4:30? I think it is 4:30. We're away against Brentford. I was about to say, it's a must-win game. We cannot be dropping points to Brentford. I can already hear the excuses now from some of the happy clappers in our fan base going, Brentford are a good side. Like, we're away from home. It's not a bad result, a draw against Brentford. They've just beat Manchester United. No, it can't happen. Yeah? Brentford, before they played Manchester United, was 17th in the Premier League. Yeah? They was on 4 points in 5 games. Okay? Don't be fooled by a result against Manchester United, because they are arguably the worst team in the Premier League right now. They absolutely stink. So if we're not going and beating Brentford comfortably, we're in big trouble, boys. We're in big trouble. There's got to be questions asked, because we've all said if we're going to be serious about getting in this title race, we've probably got to win the next 5 games now going into that Liverpool fixture, because we've got 5 winnable games. This isn't the Brentford that we used to struggle against with Ivan Toney, with Mbeumo, with Visser, with Thomas Frank. No, they've lost all the best players. They've lost the manager. We need to go and slap them up. This isn't Brentford of last year. This isn't the Brentford of the last few years. Go and get a result, and a comfortable one. None of this 1-0, 2-1. Let's sit on a lead for the whole second half. Let's just try and pass the ball around and see it out. Be ruthless. Go and smash them to pieces. Get at the defence. People chip in with Haaland. Yeah? We should be beating Brentford comfortably. We should be scoring at least 3 goals. Yeah? And that might be me being spoiled. That might be me asking for too much. I know a lot of people just like pray for the 3 points, but I think that can be the issue sometimes. If you go into these games just wanting to get 3 points and you don't really care how you do it, that's how you end up conceding last-minute goals. Because when you have got a 1-0 lead or a 2-1 lead, you'll then want to sit on it for the whole second half like we did on Wednesday. You'll be thinking to yourself, oh, as long as we get the 3 points, let's try and sit on this now. Let's try and defend. Let's not try and do anything too expansive. And then, boom, one mistake and you've drawn the game again. You need to have some ambition, some ruthlessness about you. The whole team does, not just Haaland. The manager does as well. Let's get an attacking team out and put it on them from the get-go. Big up, Johnny, mate. Thanks for coming on. Big up from Chicago. I love the American boys, man. I love chatting to you a lot about the States over the pond. We'll touch back on it again a little bit later on. Rajiv, I agree, mate. I wanted it against Burnley last week, and I want similar this week. They're probably in a similar position to Burnley at the moment, Brentford. I know it's away from home this time, but they've conceded 11 goals this year in 6 games, so they're pretty much averaging 2 goals conceded a game. It's perfectly set up for us to go make a statement, I think. And we really need to keep the pressure on in these next 5 games. Arsenal have seemed like they've come into a little bit of form recently. If Liverpool continue their kind of falling off period that they've been showing the last few weeks, then it's time to get them under pressure as well. What better time to be up Liverpool's arse, pause, than right now when they're feeling vulnerable? Yeah, they've got to go to Chelsea away again this weekend, who I know haven't been great recently, but when a Big Six side plays against another Big Six side, most of the times anything can happen. It's one of those games that teams tend to get up for a little bit more. Your big players tend to go to that next level a little bit more. Unless you're Mohamed Salah, then you freeze and absolutely flop. But yeah, statement needed. Big time. Again, the more goals and the more confidence we gain from these next fixtures now, like Burnley, like Brentford, Villa, Everton, Bournemouth, the better position we're going to be in when we finally play Liverpool at the Etihad. And at that point, if Liverpool drop a couple more points, that could be a game for us to potentially go above them. Yeah? And then there won't be talks anymore about it's a 2-horse race. It's only between Liverpool and Arsenal. Gary Neville should have given us all the encouragement we need after his comments last week saying that it's a 2-horse race. So let's go and put it on the toes, man. Get the pressure on. Because we know Arsenal fold under pressure when it comes to the running. Yeah? We know Liverpool have looked like they've regressed from last season. So as long as we're there or thereabouts, come the last 10 to 12 games, it's on. Because that's go time for City. That's when we come alive. Even last year when we were absolutely dog, we still finished strong. I think we would have, did we not? I think we topped the league from January onwards last year until the end of the season. So even last year in our worst season in a decade, we're still strong in the running. So our job between now and Christmas is to stay in touch with the top boys, which I believe we can do. But it starts from this run of games now, and it starts with Brentford on Sunday. So I'm predicting an easy win. Cousinov's not back, so I think you can pretty much say that we're going to concede 1. I think I'll pretty much I'll concede that straight away. We're going to concede 1. But I fancy us to get 4 against Brentford on Sunday. So I'm going to predict 4-1. I'm going to say Haaland's going to get another brace, but we need other people chipping in. So I want to see a Foden goal and maybe a Doku, man. Why not? We'll go Haaland 2, Foden 1, Doku 1, and we're going to win 4-1. That's my prediction for Sunday. We'll talk. Before I talk about what team we should put out, I want to see everyone spams in the chat. What score are we going for? Most of us got it wrong against the Monaco game. So what we all saying? Is everyone as confident as me? We're going for a big scoreline. We're going for an easy win. Or are people a little bit more scared because our away form hasn't been the greatest? What we saying? 4-1 for me. I want to see the chat. Put $15 on Haaland Hattie, Jay. Mate, I feel like doing this most weeks, you know. I think I got him at 7-2 against Monaco as first goal scorer. You might as well put first goal scorer on every week. 2-1 Colin, but dominant. Don't mind it. A little bit iffy. Going into the final 5 minutes, only being a goal up again, but we'll take it. 3-1 Thomas. 3-1 Walter. 2-2 Shake. Oh, come on, bro. Don't do this to me. Come on. We need positive energy, bro. 3-0. That's what I like. 2-1 Nervy. Oh, God. I can't be arsed for being nervy again. Can we not just go and put 3 past them in the first half so we can chill, boys? Do you know what I'm saying? 3-1 Haaland hat-trick. Love it. I would like to see someone else on the score sheet, though. I need other people to be chipping in, boys. Do you know who our second top goal scorer is this year? I don't know whether you heard me say it on the panel show the other day. Esteve. Steve from Burnley is our second top goal scorer this year because he scored a brace hat-trick against us last week. Yeah? If that's not a worrying sign after 10 games, then I don't know what is. Because we need people to chip in badly. 5-1 sus on defence. I agree, Raj. I think we concede. Like I say every week, no Cousinov, no party. So we're bound to concede at least 1. 3-0 Bella. Haaland FC at the moment. Sign of Steve. Yeah, Steve Walter. That's our second top goal scorer this year. How does that make you feel, mate? I'd love a Reinders goal, you know. I'd love a Reinders goal because it's been close a few times in the last few weeks. He's been close. He's making all the right runs. The finish or the final decision's just not coming off for him right now. Shake City was on, weren't they? City was on, so we're usually on about 8 or 9, I think, and the match was on, so we couldn't do it. But I'll hopefully get back on there. Fuck it. It's a headache, innit, with Hamza and that. Me and Hamza could go at it for ages, man. Like, it's wild. I can barely get a word in edgeways on that show on a Wednesday. And that's me saying a lot, you know, because I usually can't shut up or control myself. I agree, Joel. But is that not a worrying sign that we've got to be having these kind of conversations about don't underestimate Brentford, who was 17th in the league before beating United, or don't underestimate Monaco, who have got 8 of the first team players missing? Do you know what I'm saying? Does that not say that we're at a very, very low level right now if we're worrying about these kind of fixtures? I don't want to be like that yet. I want to be wanting to smash these to bits. So I'm going to stick like that for now until I'm hurt again. And then I'll probably just lose my rag. No, can't be having it. Ridiculous. A point against Brentford. Ridiculous. Big up, Ash, mate. Right, should we go through the team? Predicted team. Obviously, we don't want to change as much as possible. I think Pep's liking keeping that core 7-8 players at the moment. But I want to send it on Sunday. I want to go out, like I've said, and play to our strengths and just attack. and put goals past them early. Put the game to bed in the first half. Yeah? I don't want to see Bernardo Silva right wing and John Stones right back. Yeah? I don't want to see it. Maybe against Real Madrid or Arsenal or Liverpool, but not against Brentford. So, Donnarumma in goal. Goes without saying. Back four. Attacking again. Yeah? I didn't like the Stones move on Wednesday. I love him as a player, as a right back. He's not it. If he is going to be it, if you are going to play Stones there again, then you've got to play a proper winger. You can't play Bernardo because that right wing was non-existent on Wednesday. Yeah? So if you're going to play Stones there again, you've got to play Savio or Bob on that right wing. You've got to. But I'd go Nunes, Diaz, Guardiola, O'Reilly. Try and keep that back four as consistent as possible. Rodri, try and get some decent minutes again. Try and get back up to the speed of things. Again, it's frustrating that he's kind of doing 3 games in, 1 game out at the moment, but I guess it's what you've got to do when we're easing him back from injury. So Rodri in the 6. Reinders, Foden. Yeah? Reinders and Foden. Both pip and popping passes on the edge of the box, both making forward runs off Haaland. Yeah. And then I'm going Doku, Haaland, Savio. Yeah? Full send it. That's a front 5 there of Doku, Haaland, Savio, Reinders, Foden. Go out and get at them early. Put the game to bed early. No Bernardo Silva right wing, man. I can't be dealing with it. I don't mind it, Niall. Yeah, come on, Shay. Big up, man. We're on the road to 2K. If you've not hit the subscribe button yet, please do. If you've not hit the like button yet, please do. What obviously helps us get into the algorithm, gets more viewers and that, and then more subscribers. We want to get to 2K before Christmas, man. That would be ideal. So hit the button if you've not already. Yeah, Niall, I won't mind it, mate. Because it does free up Foden to pretty much go and do what he wants. And I think that's when he's at his best. So if we do have a double pivot of Rodri and Nico, I know it looks relatively defensive on paper, but then you do just free the rest of them with no defensive responsibilities whatsoever. You don't expect me tracking back from Foden and Savio and Doku then as much because you have got those 2 holding players. So I don't mind it. I don't know about Bob at the moment, man. I feel like most of the times I've seen him, he's been relatively negative as well. Especially the Huddersfield game. I was at the Huddersfield game, yeah, and I feel like a lot of the game he was kind of committing his defender to the byline, but then he was just going back anyway and passing back. I just think Savio's a little bit more direct. And that's what I want on Sunday because I want to get the game put to bed early doors. So I'd go Savio, honestly. And listen, yeah, if we've given him a new contract worth as much as it is, then you've got to give him more minutes at the end of the day, aren't you? You've got to give him more minutes. Otherwise, he's just never going to prove himself. So give him the chance. Yeah, big up Walter, man. Oh, Doku, go. Come on. Don't do this to me. I can't even begin to think about it, mate. I can't even picture it. Liverpool lose, so I'd fucking love to see it, man. Chelsea have been dog, though, recently, haven't they? So I'm not going to say it with chest again like I did against Palace. Because then I've probably lost my 100% Oracle record. Because I don't fancy Chelsea to win tomorrow. They could nick a draw if they play for a draw. Because Liverpool couldn't even score against Galatasaray the other day. So if Chelsea want to come and try and shithouse it, I think they could get a draw, you know. But I doubt they beat them. I really do doubt it. I think Chelsea are crap, mate. I genuinely think Chelsea are crap. Yeah, you've got to give Savio his chance now. Yeah, this is the time. This is the time. And this is why I said I was worried about him a little bit earlier on. Because if you're signing a new contract, yeah, at Manchester City on the money that you're going to be on, and you're still holding bench as a right winger to Bernardo Silva in 2025, then there's serious problems and you need to have a good long fucking look at yourself, because it shouldn't be happening. And why are you giving to a contract to a guy who can't even like push Bernardo out of the team at right wing? Yeah? So we've got to see him get minutes. We've got to see him get a chance. So put him in there. Oh, I didn't know that. This Chelsea team's depleted as fuck at the moment, though, innit? Pure injuries, no Palmer. I can't see it, man. I can't see it. But I will be hate watching, don't worry. Hate watch will be in full force tomorrow. I guarantee it. I don't see him keeping the door shut on Cherky, no. Not personally. But I do see Cherky as more of like a central midfielder. It's hard to see how we'll line up when Cherky and Marmoush are back, because I see them two as both pretty similar, where they're kind of wingers, but they're the best when they're drifting inside into central positions. Same as Foden. All three of them can be wingers, but they're all better and at their best drifting into central positions. Before the start of this year, my ideal team would have been Marmoush, Cherky, Foden, and they're kind of all interchangeable behind Haaland, similar to what we saw from PSG last year, where they lined up in a certain formation with the wingers, with their attacking midfielders, with the striker, and they all were just fluid with the movement, where they'd pop up in different places all over the pitch. I think it's a lot more difficult for defenders to pick up, and I expected to see that kind of those kind of tactics with those three, where they can kind of just come into the middle and do what they want, and then you'd have like a double pivot in behind them. So I can't see any of them being out-and-out wingers moving forward. So I think it will be pretty difficult to get all three of them into the team, to be honest, especially with the form that Doku's in at the moment. And yeah, I think Savio will struggle, like Niall says, after the international break, because there will be players back then. And if you're not getting the game time, then he's not going to be able to gain the confidence. He's not going to be able to get the goals that he needs to get the fans back on side. So it's going to be looking pretty bleak for Savio unless he starts to do something now. Doku's grabbed the opportunity with both hands since Marmoush has been out. He saw his opportunity. He's grabbed it with both hands, and he's been absolutely unreal since he's come into the team. Savio needs to show the same fight. Listen, if you have to, go to Jeremy Doku, say to him, Jezza, give me that pastor's number, mate, who baptised you the other week. Yeah? I want to go see him. I'm going to go and see him for 20 minutes. Yeah? Go round to his house. Get him to just give you a quick dunk in the bath. Quick sign of the cross on the head. And on my life, he'll be cooking. So if Savio needs to do that in order to find form, then do it tomorrow before the game. Because baptised Doku is a beast, mate. And we need another beast like that on the opposite side. So go get baptised, bro. Jesus is the answer to all of your questions. Jesus needs more than a baptism. Jesus needs an exorcist, bro. Diaz needs one of those guys with a crucifix going, I expel the demons from within you. He needs a fucking defib, that guy. But I won't cook him too much. He's not been as bad this year. He's looked all right next to Cousinov. He's not been too bad. Yeah, we need that pastor in that Barcelona hospital. Should employ him, man. Employ him at that steroid hospital. So every time someone's injured and goes to Barca for some treatment, give him a quick splash of holy water on the way out. We'll be absolutely fine. He's got to at some point shake, can he? He keeps changing the goalposts. It's like, can he do it for 2 games? Then it's, can he do it for 5 games? Now it's, can he do it for 10 games? And he also said to me the other day, nobody saw this coming, though. Nobody can tell me they saw this coming. Go on my Twitter, yeah? About an hour ago, I posted a 4-minute clip of me on with LB last year. It was that long ago. LB had hair on it. Yeah? And for 4 minutes, I was singing Doku's praises, saying I'm a big advocate of his, and I think he's one small change away from being a world-class winger. This was last season, yeah, when we were crap. I foresaw it. The Oracle strikes again, and look where we are now. I talked about putting more bodies around him, creating more triangles, having overlapping fullback and a midfielder that's willing to crash into the box, and you'd see all the difference. And look what's happened. Yeah, Luke, it was a funny panel show the other week, to be fair. It had to happen, though, didn't it? It had to happen. Especially with LB as well. LB was trying to sling Doku out the door in the summer as well. When Savio was linked to Spurs, my guy was saying to go to Daniel Levy and say, you can't have Savio. No, but we've got Doku if you want him. That's what LB wanted us to do. That's what LB wanted City to do. Just going off a Doku instead. And now look at the situation we're in. One's absolutely clear of the other. I don't know, man. Steve's living his best life. Guy's out partying and that. And first chapping on Instagram, getting the birds. He's doing his thing, man. Yeah, we need to get him back soon, though, on the panel show. I'll see if he wants to come on here one time and chop it up. I'll try and get him on for a little one-on-one chat about City. Maybe a little bit of fight sports as well. But yeah, I miss Steve, man. We need to get him back. So yeah, we've talked about the match prediction. We've talked about the predicted team. How do we think the other rivals do this weekend? So obviously, let's go through it. Saturday, Arsenal West Ham. We'll start with. I need your help, chat. Yeah, I think it's pretty easy, isn't it? Do Arsenal win? Yeah. Is everyone just going to say, yeah, that's pretty standard, isn't it? West Ham at home. New manager, though. The new manager curse. Nuno's pretty defensive as well. Could set up for a draw. Yeah, I can see it being pretty Arsenal. West Ham have been shit all year, but you know what teams are like usually with a new manager, unless it's fucking Ange Postecoglou. They usually do all right. And Nuno's that guy who turned that Forest team into a defensive monster last year. So if they come and just try and defend, Arsenal can't really play against a low block. I'm convinced. So come low block them. Yeah. And make them, I don't know, because they'll just start doing them fucking long throws and set pieces again, won't they? I still don't rate Arsenal as much as everyone else, me. I'm telling you. They still just score all the goals from set pieces. Stop the set pieces, and they're absolutely shit going forward. They're so toothless up front. But they just keep scoring set pieces. It drives me insane. 2 set pieces again against Newcastle last week. I don't know about that shape, mate. That's pushing it too far. I'll get cancelled, bro, or we'll end up scrapping. Yeah, I don't rate Arsenal as much as people do, but they'll probably get a win. But I'd like to see West Ham come and try and shithouse it, and Nuno come and try and shithouse it. Right, then 5:30 kickoff, people. Chelsea-Liverpool. It's a tougher game. What we're saying, I want Chelsea win, draw, Liverpool win. What's everyone saying? I think it'll be a Liverpool win. I do. I genuinely do. But I can see a world. So I'm not fully in on that because I can see a world where there's a draw. But I don't think Chelsea win. Not with the team they've got at the moment. Yeah, big up, guys. Wishful thinking in the chat. I like to see it. I rate it. Draws for the boys. Liverpool win for Lewis. I agree, man. 2-1 for Joe. Can see a stinky draw. Do you know what? If Chelsea come for a draw, which they should do, really, knowing the team that they've got at the moment and the people missing at the moment, knowing that Liverpool are kind of trying to struggle to score again as well, sit back. Your back four, Casado in front of them. Yeah, and just try and stink the gaff out for a 0-0 or a 1-1. Yeah, that would be ideal for us, really. And that's what Chelsea should do. They shouldn't be going there expecting to win without Cole Palmer and stuff like that. But yeah, you do never know, Luke, because who would have backed them to win the Club World Cup? And they turned up, don't they? They seem to sometimes turn up in these big games. So 2-2. I don't think Wirtz will play, you know. He stunk again in midweek, didn't he? He'll probably get dropped again. Big up Justin, bro. Welcome. Nico G profile picture. I rate it. He's not been doing too bad recently. Just needs to stop doing karate kicks in the box in the 85th minute and we'll be absolutely sound. Right. Any other big games? United Sunderland. Let's do that for a laugh because I actually rate Sunderland and I backed them to beat Forest last week at about 4-1. They ended up winning me my little 500 quid off a fiver. Yeah, Shake, I agree, bro. You need to get a JP profile picture. We're going clear soon. Yeah, by the end of 2026, we need to be on at least 10k subs, man. So run it up. 2k by Christmas, and then we explode after Christmas like City, yeah? In the title running, up until summer next year, J Talk Sports going to 10k. Yeah? And you're all coming with me, so let's do it. 3-0 Sunderland. Sunderland 2-1. Sunderland, the dark horses. Sunderland are sick odds every week, you know, and they've started so well. 4-1 they was against Nottingham Forest, yeah? Who had won like one game in 12 with Ange as manager. Let me check the odds for this. If United are favourites, that's wild. Let's check the odds on this. Oh my days. United are 1-2 and Sunderland are 9-2. 4.5-1. Get it on now. Even if it doesn't happen, that is too good to pass down. 4.5-1 against Manchester United currently. That is wild. It is at Old Trafford. Does that make all the difference? Sunderland are currently in 6th, by the way. Yeah? Only conceded 4 goals all season, which is only 1 more than Arsenal. United are currently in 14th, having conceded 11 goals, nearly 3 times as many goals. So, yeah. They're going on a treble again this weekend, I'm telling you. It's defo worth it. What outsiders do we fancy here? Last week I had Brentford to beat United, Sunderland to beat Forest away, and Palace to beat Liverpool. 3 underdogs. And they all landed. So yeah, Sunderland's great money, man. 92. If you like a flutter, get on it. Yeah, stay away, Lewis, man. Last man standing is enough anyway. You all need to get in my last man standing. Next time it goes up again. Next time we have a rollover. I know a couple of the boys from the chat are in it. A few boys off Twitter as well. We do a last man standing, £10 each in. You pick a one Premier League team every week to win, but you can only use every Premier League team once. And then it's the last person standing at the end, obviously takes the money. We've got a pot of about nearly 300 quid in at the moment. So hopefully if we get more people in on the next one, once the winner's been announced for this, we can have a nice little juicy pot. So yeah, if anyone wants to jump in on the next one, give me a shout and I'll try and get you in. I do need to get a show with Martin on, you know. I don't know what result to do it after, though, because I feel like the chemistry will always be when I'm moaning and going mad and Martin's just trying to tell me to calm down and be positive. So it'll probably work better after, like, a poor result, if you know what I mean, which I can't really see coming in the next few weeks. Shit survivor, Nick. Yeah, it's probably similar, man. Well, I've got a few boys from the States in it. Danny's in it off LB's panel show. There's a couple of people off YouTube, man. Yeah, fair dues, bro. Yeah, need to stay clear of that stuff. Big up, Shake. I want to see that profile picture. It's coming soon. Yeah, hit me up. It'll probably last about 6-7 weeks until like everyone's lost, and then we've got a winner. So what I'll do is when the winner's been announced for this one, I'll put on Twitter or I'll come on here and say, oh, we're doing the last man standing again, and then I can get everyone added into like the WhatsApp group and that. And we'll see if we can build we can see if we can get the pot up to like 1,000 quid or something, which would be nice. It's on about 300 quid at the moment. There's like 30 of us in it. So if we can get it to like 100 people, we've got a nice little pot to go in. It's a bit of fun in it, bit of just predict a team every weekend. It's good, man. What? Survivor pool for NFL. Right. So you must do something similar over there for the American football. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, it's called Last Man Standing. But yeah, like I say, I'll shout you all out next time we're doing it, and I'll get you added in. Little bonus from the channel, yeah. Don't get this anywhere else. But yeah, I'm probably gonna dip in a minute. 9 o'clock on a Friday night. Here I am again, sat in my house. I'm going out tomorrow, boys. I swear on my life. Okay, I have got a life. I promise you. Beers with the boys. Sink a few Guinnesses. Might try and watch that Chelsea-Liverpool game, the R5 kickoff. There's a good UFC card tomorrow as well, so I'm gonna try and put a cheeky video out for that before it. At some point, I do want to try and go live for a UFC card. I'm kind of eyeing up that Aspinall Garn one because it's on UK time as well. So I might try and do that at some point. It's just like a 3-hour commitment in it where you're going to sit in. So, yeah, I might drop a little UFC video tomorrow. But apart from that, I'll probably be back Sunday night with my immediate reaction from the Brentford game. I'll probably then go straight onto the panel show directly after that. I can't, man. Sorry, Nick. I'm taken, man. No hoes anymore. I'm too old. Now LB's not out tomorrow. I am out with him soon, though. I'll try and get some content for you all. What mad with Sugar Sean? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Chill out, Blue Boomer, man. Wow, dagger to the heart there. I told you I'm out tomorrow. I can't hack a 2-day session anymore, so I have to pick one. Yeah, you might get a drunken reel from me again tomorrow, talking about how Reinders is the best player in the world that got swiftly deleted the morning after. But you never know, man. I'm capable of some weird stuff after a few Guinness. You might see some wild reels uploaded to YouTube. Good question. I don't mind this like little live talk at the end of a stream, you know. I met LB through one of my best mates called Joe. I grew up with him from when I was like 11. We all used to play out on the same street together there outside the house back in the day. And Joe started working with LB when he was 18, yeah. And I always went to City away games with Joe and stuff like that as kids. And then when Joe met LB at 18, when he was 18 at work, and they became mates through City, LB started coming to games with us as well because he always used to go and watch City. So we've just been going to like away games and City games together for like 10, 12 years. So yeah, I've known the guy for ages, man. We've done like European away trips, been to Dortmund, been to Schalke, Copenhagen. So yeah, I had some funny trips. But yeah, I've known him for ages, man. It's a funny guy, as you all know. I'm 31, Nick. I'm 31, believe it or not. I know I look 21, but yeah, 31. I'm pretty washed, bro. 32 in November. Nah, I never went on the show. Ever. It wasn't really in my radar then. LB actually had to mither me for ages to go on the panel show for the first time. So I was always putting it off. I couldn't be bothered. It didn't really feel like my thing. But then once I'd started doing it, I enjoyed it then. And now I want to try and like roll with it a little bit. Because I do enjoy it. It's better than fucking going work, innit? So, yeah, 50 likes. Come on, man. There's nearly 50 people in here. Let's try and get it to 50 before I dip. 54, homie, all downhill. Gee, I'm already feeling every second of 31 right now, bro. So I feel your pain. I don't know. What's going on with City Extra, to be honest. I never really watched any YouTube before LB. I only started watching it when he came on. So I'm dead shit with knowing who everyone is still on the platform. So Pyrex trying to get into UFC. Just watch a big card, mate. A big early card. Are you US or UK based? Just you're best off watching like one of the biggest cards in the next few weeks that is going to have banger after banger on it, and you should get hooked from there, man. That's what happened to me. I'll pick a good card for you to definitely watch. I'll tell you on here at some point in the next few weeks that you need to watch this one. And then UK, this is what I mean. It's hard in UK because a lot of them are all like 3 a.m. cards and it's long. So I will try and catch up on them, most of them the next day if I don't stay up. But 25th of October on UK time, Tom Aspinall from Manchester's fighting for the heavyweight title. So watch that card. It'll be on at like 7 p.m. UK time. So give that a watch and we'll go from there, yeah? I agree, Lewis, mate. It is difficult as a casual. No one wants to stay up till 5 a.m., man, do they? If they're not that into it. Luckily, I'm like all for it now and I will stay up for most of them. But then I'm always knackered the next day. So a lot of the time now, if it's not like that much of a banger card, I will like go to bed. And when I wake up at like 9 in the morning, I'll just put the recording on straight away. Don't go on my phone so I don't ruin any of the results. And I'll just watch it first thing in the morning from like 9 a.m. till like midday. That's what I've been trying to do recently, just because it's long staying up till 6 a.m., man. Last summer, I think it was June or July, I actually went to the Manchester card at the Court Live where Aspinall fought Cyril Gane, Paddy beat Bobby Green. It's for the interim title that Aspinall beat him, and Leon Edwards lost against Bilal. That was in Manchester, yeah, but on American time. So I got to the Court Live arena at like 1 a.m., yeah, and I didn't leave, was watching fights till 6 a.m. in the morning, and then walked out. It was bright sunshine, and I got home. The traffic was horrendous getting out the car park afterwards. I got home to my house, which is only like 10 minutes away from the arena, at like 7 a.m. And then I had to go to bed, man. It was crazy. Good experience. The last fight was a big letdown because obviously Leon lost. But yeah, the Court Live's good, man. I've been to a lot of stuff there. I've been to the boxing there. I went to Chisora there. I've been to the UFC there. I've done a few boxing cards there, actually. I was actually at Misfits a few weeks ago there as well. I was ringside for that. So yeah, it's a good arena. Very modern, but expensive. Yeah. I cannot stand the thought of paying over £8 for a flat pint in a plastic glass. Like, what are we doing? Yeah? It's despicable, innit? So your best bet is to just try and get absolutely tilted before it and then walk in. Because within an hour, you've spent about 50 quid. So, yeah, it's not on. But it's a good venue. Good vibes. Big. Very modern. Yeah, it's cool. Are we winning the league? Honest. Do you know what? Ask me 2 weeks ago, I would have said definitely not. But ask me now, after Liverpool have finally fell off, I'll say we're in with a chance. Yeah? Am I allowed to say that? Or do you want a definitive yes or no? I think we're definitely more in it now than we was. I don't get the narrative that Arsenal and Liverpool are clear of us anyway. We've defo got a chance. For sure. I personally, I've offered bets out to loads of people saying that I think we come above Arsenal regardless, whether we win it or not. So I'd have us second favourites currently. So yeah, we're in with a chance, bro. I can't say definitive yes. But I'm not going to say no for sure. We're definitely in with a chance. Liverpool have been found out, I agree. Yeah? And Arsenal just bottle jobs. When it comes to push and shove at the back end of the season, we all know what will happen to them guys. Despicable, Brian, mate. This is what ruins it. Do you know what I mean? When you pay, like my UFC ticket there, I was in like the corporate bit. I spent like 350 quid on my ticket. If you go in, if you pay that much for a ticket to go to an event, yeah, all your beer and food should be free in my eyes. But the fact that people spend like hundreds of pounds on tickets to go see music artists or boxing or UFC or whatever, and then they've got to go in there and spend nearly a tenner per drink as well, it's disgusting, man. One of the many reasons why this country is on its backside because of the prices at the moment. So would I be happy with a cup double? Do you know what, Lewis? After last season, probably, mate. Yeah, probably, mate. I can't lie, because we're already kind of being written off for the Premier League, which I still think we're in with a chance with. Yeah, Champions League's looking tough when we can't even really beat Monaco. We've still got them bogey teams that we're probably going to have to face in the later rounds. So, FA Cup and League Cup, 2 trips to Wembley, 2 trophy upgrade on last year. I'll probably take it, mate. If you offered me that right now, I'd probably snap your hand off, to be honest. Shake, my cousin does, mate. My cousin, Louis Dyson, shout out to him. He was on the if any of you saw the quiz show with Sean Wright Phillips, it was the guy sat with me and LB on the game show, Call Yourself a Fan. He does all this stuff. He's a graphic designer, mint at it, and I just get him to rustle up some funny thumbnails every now and again. Yeah, that's him. That's him who was on the show, yeah, with the glasses. So yeah, he does them all for me. I have to mither him like the day before, like, please make me a thumbnail for tomorrow. And yeah, I feel a bit beggy sometimes, but they look cool, don't they? Get my big stupid head on there in the middle. I agree, Ethan. Yeah, winner's mentality's got to come back on it, regardless of how you get there. Do you know what I'm saying? Cup double's good. 2 trophies. I'll take it 100%. And then we absolutely are backfiring again for the league the day after, don't you? Exactly, man. Exactly. That's exactly my thoughts. Right. I'm going to bounce. I'm going to go and chill for a bit before I have to go to bed. I'll be back Sunday, yeah? Actually, I might be back tomorrow for a UFC preview. UFC 320 tomorrow. It's on late for the UK boys, so I don't expect you to stay up and watch it. It's Alex Pereira versus Ankalaev, Merab Divalishvili versus Corey Sandhagen. I'm going to do a quick preview of that, give you my predictions, give you my breakdowns of the main fights, try and build a little ACCA together, I'll give you my thoughts, and then I'll be back Sunday evening. I'll lock in a time after the Brentford game to come on and give you my immediate reaction to that. I'll probably then jump straight on the panel show after. But yeah, Luke, I sure will, mate. Keep an eye out for any wild content that I may or may not do when I'm drunk. But big up. I appreciate you all coming in, man. If you've not already, like I say, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell your friends. Let's run the channel up to 2K before Christmas, man. Really want to get there and try and get it popping off. But I appreciate you all coming in, as always, and asking your questions. It's so much better having people to chat to and go back and forth with. So big up to the chat, man. I appreciate you all. And yeah, have a great weekend. And I will see you on Sunday evening. Hopefully we'll be celebrating. Yeah. Big up, everyone. See you in a bit. I'll catch you next time. Peace out. Whoa. Has it ended? Bro.